Decarceration is probably a term you've never heard of. I didn't either until a couple of weeks ago. While doing this project, I found that reentry is a widely known concept, but only refers to the more physical aspects of the process. Decarceration takes a step further to handle the emotional and psychological aspects of reentering society. I traveled to the Sister Hearts Foundation, the one and only decarceration center that exists. There I met Miss Mary Maloho and Anthony Taylor, where they told me and educated me about decarceration and its effects on society. Sister Hearts is a thrift store and decarceration center founded by Mary Maloho to bring together people who are suffering in the process of reentering society. The goal of the program is to provide the support and resources to those who are getting back into their lives. People allowed to live and work at the center, giving them a safe place to stay and a way to start working again. As someone who had to be decarcerated herself, she felt driven to create a space where she could help guide people through the process. Hearing her story really pushed me to learn more about this topic and go deeper.
You know, it's a program that's also a decarceration center, and the first one of its kind. And so,
absolutely.
Watch your step there.
Oh yeah. When I first spoke to Miss Aloho on the phone about the project, she insisted that I stay and do some volunteer work while I was there. Because of this, I was able to work with Anthony, a man who spent most of his adult life incarcerated, but is now being decarcerated at Sister Hearts. When working with Anthony, I really got to talk to him in the car while we were delivering furniture. And hearing his experience, it really opened my eyes to the power of the decarceration program and what they do at Sister Hearts. It's pretty incredible.
You know, not feeling the need to have someone, you know, so accustomed to being watched all of the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and so once we reach a point to where we're capable of functioning without somebody having to hold us by the hand and constantly say, what is it, what you doing? We are rehumanizing ourselves, which is, in a word, regaining our identity as human beings in association with human nature and human behavior. You know, all of that's changed when you go to prison, where the very first thing happens when you enter a prison is the removal of your identity. You get a brand new identity. It's a number. And before you're called by your name, you're associated as you. Hey, you. And then what's your DOC number? You know, what's your housing unit? And so it's no longer who I am. You know, it's more. It turns into more of what I am. The very first thing in reversing being dehumanized is, who am I? I'm a human being.
Yeah.
What do I deserve? Society feels that, okay, that's their just desserts. They got what they deserve. They went to prison, and whatever happened to them in prison, that came with, okay, going to prison.
Yeah.
However, what about when they get released?
Yeah.
And what about the trauma that they experience, the psychological trauma, the emotional trauma? Okay, who is going to minister unto them? Who is going to counsel them? There's no counselors. You have the same cycle of thoughts. Nothing new is coming into your mind. And you process the same way over and over and over. You're held by the hand, you're directed to do this and to do that. And you know, only speak when you're spoken to. You know, don't question me about anything. You know, write it on paper. If you got a complaint, you have to write that on paper. You can't even question somebody about the ill treatment or disrespectful treatment or something that you feel is an injustice or, you know, it's immoral or, you know, I shouldn't have to be subjected to this.
Yeah.
But when you come home from prison, reentry doesn't provide you with counseling. It doesn't provide you with psychiatric help. Now, some reentry programs may say there is psychiatric programs available, but the actual provision of it, okay, for a person coming home from prison who's accustomed to being directed and held by the hand, just like a child, okay, and not having to fend for his or herself, okay? And so if you release a person out into society and say, you know, these things are available, but you need to get there the best way you can. You need to figure it out. You know, these different things that you need to do. So there's not enough assistance.
One thing that stuck with me through this experience was, just as there's incarceration, there's decarceration. Learning about decarceration has helped me gain a better appreciation for my own life. The Sister Hearts organization is an amazing place that brings people together and allows them to grow. There are so many people who I believe need to hear this message about decarceration. People like Anthony, who have gone through so much, but that adversity has helped build him stronger. Ms. Lowe has created a place where she can elevate so many people's lives and really be there for them. And to those who don't know, decarceration is a real thing, and you're not alone.